Hey guys, it's Sandro here, and today's video is a demonstration on how to safely give your motorcycle a waterless wash. Now believe it or not, I actually gave my bike a full hand wash less than a week ago, but after just a couple of rides in some wet weather, you can hopefully see just how many water spots, streaks and dirt is covering the entire motorcycle, which looks horrible and is really annoying. The first thing you need to accept about a waterless wash is that it does have its limitations, and it should never be used to address extreme dirt and grime. So for your dirt riders out there, I'd really recommend sticking to a traditional running water and wash bucket method, as if the grime is quite severe, it will most likely lead to creating noticeable swirls and scratches in your bike's finish. However, for addressing light to moderate dirt and grime, a waterless wash used with proper technique can be a fantastic and quick way to maintain your motorcycle's finish in between more thorough traditional hand washes. But the thing I really want to stress here is that it's all about using the right technique, which makes all the difference and allows you to clean your bike in a safe, quick and effective manner, which is in complete contrast to using a bad technique, which will lead to swirls, scratches and ultimately degrading your bike's finish. Now there's literally dozens of waterless wash products out there that will do a similar job, but a personal favourite of mine is CarPro Eco 2 at a 1:15 dilution ratio, which also makes it extremely cost effective, and its SiO2 based formula also works great with the existing coating and sealant I've got on my bike. You'll also need at least 4 to 5 microfiber cloths, and as always I'll have links to the products used in the description box. So using gravity to your advantage and working in a top to bottom and front to rear method, the basic technique is to apply a nice even coat of the solution to a small area. Then with your first microfiber cloth, you want to take single small swipes to gather the surface grime, using absolutely no pressure and turning your cloth to a clean section for each additional swipe. Once the surface grime has been removed with your first cloth, take your second cloth and use it to buff the area down to a clean, streak-free finish. Then move on to the next section and repeat the very same process throughout the entire motorcycle. The thing you need to realize is that surface dirt and grime being rubbed back and forth or in circular motions along the bike's trims and panels is what causes swirls and scratches. So using a waterless wash product that has fantastic lubrication and is able to coat or encapsulate the grime prior to you wiping it will massively reduce the likelihood of wash-induced swirls. And the second part of that equation is using a quality microfiber cloth that loves to draw dirt with its fantastic fibers away from the bike's surface, once again greatly minimizing any potential damage. And the third part of that equation is using single swipes with no pressure and turning the cloth to a clean area for each additional swipe. So it basically eliminates any back and forth scrubbing that can lead to swirls. And also remember to switch your microfiber cloths out to fresh ones once you've used them all up. done a whole video series on this motorcycle from washing to polishing and coating the finish. But it's important to understand that the maintenance of the bike from that point on is what's really going to determine how well all that work holds up, which basically means safe and regular washing. Based on most of the comments and questions I get, there's always a massive focus on the products that I use, which is completely fine. But I really want to stress to you guys that method and technique is just as important, if not more so. In fact, I'd rather use a cheaper or inferior waterless wash solution with a great technique compared to the best waterless wash out there with a poor technique. So what I'm trying to get at is that it's not so much about what you use as much as it is about how you use it. And I'm not saying that great products don't make a difference, as they absolutely do, but they're not going to somehow transform a bad technique into a good one. So as you guys can hopefully see, as long as I take my time using this safe method and don't try and rush it, it will be a safe and effective result. And if you compare it to a traditional hand wash, where you need to get your hose or pressure washer, buckets, wash mitts, brushes, drying towels, and then pack it all up again, I guarantee you that it's still going to be a much quicker process, even though you do need to take your time to do it safely. And I'll once again try to highlight the importance of being consistent. Just about everyone I've personally shown this technique to picks it up almost instantly, as it is rather simple. But what I do almost always notice is that 5 to 10 minutes later, almost everyone starts trying to cut corners by doing multiple swipes without turning the cloth and working larger areas at once, which ultimately leads to swells. And in many cases, they'll blame the whole waterless wash method, when in fact it's their own technique and inconsistency that was to blame. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a waterless wash will always have its limitations compared to using running water, or even more so a pressure washer that can dislodge and remove trapped dirt in hard to reach areas. So I'm not looking or expecting to remove every last bit of dirt using this method, and I'm also not trying to do away with traditional running water washers. But as a way of safely and easily cleaning a motorcycle in between more thorough washes, a waterless wash is a fantastic solution when paired to a good technique. I'll leave you guys with the final shots of the bike, and as always, I really hope you guys enjoyed and found this video useful. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel to show your support for these videos, and I'll see you guys soon.
He'd take us fishing at the local dam. We would bike down from his house, telling stories of a captain he knew from his travels to the past. The cannonballs and muskets and the weapons they used were anything but modern. So Grandpa brought grenades and proximity mines. Together they ran the ocean. There we went to visit, and Grandpa wasn't there. But I knew we kept the plans for the rocket ship underneath this lucky chair. Gonna spend every day and night and making my life's work, to build it out to the letter and flying back to Earth. I tell him, wait, what would you say if I could build a little vessel that could take us to another time and place? What would you say? If the burning of the engines could be powered by the smile on your face? What would you say? Will you follow me round the way? He went to say, there's a different ship I gotta take.